September 1944. 8,000 meters above occupied Poland, a lone American reconnaissance aircraft cuts through the clouds. The pilot doesn't know what lies below. His mission is simple: photograph Nazi industrial targets. The camera clicks. One frame, then another. And far below, hidden from the world by barbed wire and lies, the largest killing machine in human history is running at full capacity. These photographs will sit buried in classified archives for 30 years. When they're finally examined, the world will ask one question: why didn't you do anything? The year is 1944. The war is reaching its end game, but the machinery of the Holocaust is operating faster than ever before. Auschwitz-Birkenau is consuming lives at an unprecedented rate, up to 12,000 people per day. Hungarian Jews arrive in cattle cars, and most are dead within an hour. Thousands of kilometers away, in the war rooms of American and British intelligence, there is uncertainty. There are rumors. There are desperate testimonies from escaped prisoners. There are pleading letters from Jewish organizations. Bomb the camp! Destroy the railways! Stop this! But the Allies refuse. The official reason? Insufficient intelligence. No strategic necessity. Resources are needed for the main offensive. Then something extraordinary happens. Or rather, something that should have been extraordinary. In the summer and autumn of 1944, American bombers begin massive raids on industrial facilities near the Polish town of Oświęcim, known to the Germans as Auschwitz. The target is the enormous IG Farben complex, producing synthetic fuel and rubber for the Nazi war machine. These factories sit just 5 kilometers from the death camp. To prepare for these bombing runs, American reconnaissance planes conduct high-altitude photographic missions over the region. The aircraft used are typically modified Lockheed F-5s, reconnaissance versions of the P-38 Lightning fighter. They fly at extreme altitudes, often above 25,000 feet, beyond the reach of anti-aircraft fire. Their cameras are technological marvels. Each frame captures several square kilometers of terrain with astonishing detail. On August 25, 1944, something momentous occurs. An American reconnaissance pilot, photographing the IG Farben factories, accidentally captures the entire Auschwitz-Birkenau complex on film. The image is crystal clear. You can see everything: barracks arranged in precise rows, guard towers casting long shadows, railway tracks leading directly to the gas chambers, crematoria with smoke rising from their chimneys, and even groups of people lined up for selection. The photograph is perfect. The technical quality is flawless. Details smaller than a meter are visible. But the photograph is filed away. Intelligence analysts are searching for military targets only: factories, depots, bridges, railways. A concentration camp is not their concern. It is not a strategic target. Between April and December 1944, American aircraft photograph Auschwitz more than 30 times. Some images are startlingly clear. You can distinguish individual trucks, trains filled with people, smoke billowing from crematorium chimneys. On one photograph, taken during the height of the Hungarian Jewish deportations, you can see columns of people walking from the railway platform toward the gas chambers. It is a day when approximately 3,000 souls will die. Here's the terrible irony. Allied bombers are striking factories 5 kilometers away. Prisoners hear the explosions and pray that the bombs will fall on the camp itself. It would mean a chance to escape, or at least a quick death, instead of the gas chambers. But the bombs only fall on the factories, and the photographs remain filed away, classified, forgotten. After the war, no one touches them. For 30 years, they gather dust in metal cabinets at the Central Intelligence Agency headquarters in Virginia. Then, in 1978, two CIA researchers, Dino Brugioni and Robert Poirier, stumble upon these images while working on an unrelated project. They are stunned. Brugioni would later say, "I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The evidence had been there all along." When the photographs are finally published, the revelation triggers a firestorm. Historians, Holocaust survivors, and the public demand answers to an agonizing question. Why didn't the Allies bomb Auschwitz? Why didn't they destroy the railway lines? They had the precise photographs. They knew. The official military response remains unchanged. Bombing the camp would not have stopped the Holocaust and would have killed thousands of prisoners. Destroyed railways could be repaired within days. But critics point out the unbearable truth. Even a temporary halt to the trains would have saved thousands of lives. Bombing the crematoria would have slowed the killing. And most importantly, it would have sent a signal to the prisoners and to the world that the Allies knew and were acting. The debate continues to this day. Some historians argue that the resources required for such missions were needed elsewhere. Others insist it was a moral failure of catastrophic proportions. Today, these photographs are preserved in the National Archives in Washington and at the Auschwitz-Birkenau State Museum. They are displayed in exhibitions. Students study them. Historians analyze them pixel by pixel. They are black and white, grainy from age and altitude, but still clear enough to see the truth. The pilot who took that reconnaissance flight on August 25, 1944, probably never knew what he had captured. For him, it was routine. Another mission, another set of coordinates, another roll of film to be developed and analyzed by someone else. His name is lost to history. He was likely just one of dozens of reconnaissance pilots flying missions over occupied Europe, risking their lives daily to gather intelligence. But on that day, he photographed hell itself, and his camera became a silent witness to one of history's greatest moral failures. The photograph existed. The evidence was there. Someone just needed to look at it. But no one did. Not until it was far too late.